When I was a kid, I love everything about art. Animated films drawn by hand, comic books that has a particular style and design, posters and concept arts creating substance and telling a visual representation of a story, and photography. It tells there's a world out there to be explored. It is a part of my dream to make one of these things, and that would be my passion to learn all of that. In 2020, everything else changed, and it was a rough journey to go through. My name is Rafael. People call me as Rafaelito Saron, and I am 21 years old. I am a college student multimedia artist in the La Salle College of St. Benil from Manila. After the coronavirus pandemic started, college institutions have begun transitioning for online distance learning as a part of the safety protocols, and it is something that we must keep up with education even when the schools are closed. This is one of the many challenges in the pandemic currently. As a multimedia student, it is hard because we're supposed to have a course curriculum that is required to be in physical interaction. When there's so many restrictions outside that we can only make the requirements, that is very limited to our work. We are not heading to full potential. We are confined to our houses. There were other productions that we need to work physically with other students, and where we were lacking the right learning materials. Everything else is a busy work these days. Considering about the minor subjects, we're deliberately giving us so many tasks, and almost every professor has been flooded us with the same vast amount of work and deadlines. There is too much to handle, and I really think it was detrimental to our health. It was hard for me to become proactive during this time of pandemic. When being forced to stay at home, this place has so many things that make me easily distracted. My workstation is basically from my bedroom, and I really thought it was not the best designated workplace. So I began working in my laptop, switching from different rooms to keep me up and focus only on my activity. Of course, I needed some rest, but when it becomes to pandemic, it is easy to recover by lounging on the couch, watching cat videos, and expecting to watch Netflix on TV. I cannot imagine not making a great time when everything else is a disaster. Even a little procrastination can help me productive most of the time. In the wake of pandemic, being involved as an artist has its ups and downs. The best moment I had when the pandemic started, there were no college classes for 4 months. I had enjoyed a lot of that time and rediscovered things for myself. I began reading some books about life drawing and started using my sketch journal. Back then, before everything else, I had a good time management when everything else is free to learn everything on my own pace. I've also tried to learn digital painting for once. It was fun, and I thought that once I learned it, I will probably earn some money for commissioning different people that someone may be interested in my work. That was probably the best once evolving myself to become a good artist. Everything else just changed when all the classes continued. I do not think it will be the same feeling of motivation that I got from those 3 months. I could say being at home can affect everyone's creativity. Like I said, when during those times that I have a lot of free time to do everything to learn about art, there is something I found that made me learn many ideas, but when it comes to forcing creativity, it becomes a chore. And it is not an appealing task, and underlining that desire for forefront makes it all seem wasted. So I need to find and manage time and make the work into play. Bill Watterson, the creator of Calvin Hobbes' comic strip, stated that the only way you can keep art every day is cultivate a kind of mental playfulness and letting the mind wander into new territories. That is what affects my creativity while being at home. When I think about people enrolling in college with the same course as mine during this pandemic, it is hard to say that I would recommend freshmen to be involved in online course modules. Traditional colleges did not work a lot of adapting to its new normal learning, and it just shows. Compared to my previous freshman years, it was different back then, and seeing all these new students do not know what it's like in the life on campus, it is very depressing to see what they're missing to the experience. I can only hope there's another year that people can be free to go outside and classes will be resumed to its old setting. I do think that the art industry can be evolved in the future after the pandemic. It becomes a substantial impact since it merges through technology and rapidly innovating from massive digitalization. It was a game changer for artists that they capitalize everything that is accessible in digital, and that is very convenient of engaging in another creative potential of culture after post-pandemic. Art will be known as the future of entertainment, and it explodes in popularity at this time of the event. As an artist, finding inspiration or motivation is within my nature. Stopping that passion is very impossible, and I've always come back uh, about art because it was another form of expressing myself. It is my life's work. When I feel down with any circumstances right now, the only way to feel better is sabotaging myself from taking all those bad things. Having courage and temperance are the best virtues to put that passion into success. Putting into that habit, I found ways to become a better artist.